welcome to a new episode of DeadzoneTV. Today, we paint the Plague 1A and we are going to finish it. Alright, let's continue with this miniature from NT Games, the Plague 1, and in our previous episode, we painted 3 base color on this mini. The Citadel Emperor Children, Vallejo Pale Flesh, and another GW, Gene Steel Purple. I'm gonna work towards some more details on this mini. I'm gonna add some washes and finish it. I'm now applying the Vallejo purple ink. This is a great paint. It goes naturally into the cracks. Little work to be done. And you can see the high contrast really quickly here. Look at that. I apply it on the hand. I'm gonna be a little bit messy right there. Look at that. Doesn't matter. It looks great. We'll wipe it with the finger. Job done. Next one is a shade. It's gonna be the Caramber Crimson. And this is a great color if you want to give an effect of fleshy skin. And to try to get away a little bit from the pink and the purple, it will give back a natural tone to the skin. Alright guys, we're using here, the purple is a crazy good color from Vallejo, and again the trick is make the miniature look as good as you have it in your head right now. Here I did a little mistake, I wipe it quickly with the finger and it just goes away. This is speed painting. We are going to just fly through this miniature. We're gonna sneak in this paint right on the underscale where the shadow is located, and this is just how we're gonna make it pop. We're gonna play with this, and again the trick is we're gonna simulate where the light is gonna hit, so we have to make sure that we're not gonna put this color where the light will be. So we're going to try to preserve ourselves from overexposing this color too much. So we're going to hit this mini like with 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds of different types of ink, and we're going to go back to where we had placed the ink and really increase one more time the contrast. We're going to make the depth of this purple even deeper into places. And again, it's perfectly fine to work in one area, let it be for 5 minutes. While the paint sets, the ink sets, it will set in a matter of a minute. Go back at it. And you can do this 1, 2, 3, 4 times until you're happy. Now we're moving on to the Agrax shade, and we will work on the bones. What I consider bones really on this mini, the shoulder pads and the back. So we're gonna use this interesting technique, mainly staying on the shades and the wash. And we're gonna have this brown separated with the purple by some white. And this will stand it out. As you can see, it's very quick to paint with this technique. I'm already done with one shoulder pad, and now I'm moving on to the second one. Make sure I first dilute a little bit the wash and apply really smoothly the first coat. And this is really till we don't have these the stain effect on the wash. So we'll mute a little bit that first coat. We will concentrate on the recesses right there, delineate the shoulder from the rest of the body, doing the inside part of the thighs and the ends and essentially the feet. Alright, we're continuing with the Agrax. Get to the hand. We're trying here to bring some variation between the colors on the calf. Make those horns / teeth stand out a little bit more. Concentrating more pigmentation on the cracks. and we'll go work on the highlight in a few minutes. Alright, it's time for the highlights. I'm using the Craft Smart white. You can use any type of white. Some people will say, hey, let's break the white with a little bit of pink or some cool tone. I'm working on speed. I want to enhance the colors, and one effect is definitely bring more lights to the mini. So I'm concentrating on putting lights where I have applied the Agrax and the deepest colors, such as that deep purple. And we're gonna do a little bit of edge highlight right there. Alright, so we're looking at making this miniature close to the model. We're close, but not quite there. The model is actually a little bit more pink, and we're gonna stay away from that. So next I'm gonna be applying some Vallejo red primer, and we have a guest right now. It's my son. And he's gonna tell us what he thinks about it.
Wow, I really like how you put a lot of detail into it, making all the bones and the rib cage and everything look like it will be in real life.
Right. What do you think I'm going to be using the red on?
I would be saying the tongue.
That's right. We'll be using on the tongue. And now we're moving on to the Vallejo purple ink. We're moving on with the miniature. We're making great progress. We're working now on the face, and this is where the details matter. If you mess up the face, you pretty much mess up the whole mini. So take your time, pay attention. Nothing to be rushed. This is a small section to work on it. I'm now putting a little bit more colors and definition on the skin. Again, going back to where I had placed the wash another time. This is maybe past 4, 5, I lost track of it. There you go. These lines is very important, very quick to do. You have 3 lines right there to trace on the feet. Very quickly done, and a great effect. Again, it's up to you if you want to spend the time on working those little details. We're gonna try to bring this miniature the best we can in a minimum amount of time, because we want to put it on the table. This mini has a lot of places where you can just place a wash, it just goes by itself in it. No real work needed. Spend time on delineating where the wash is gonna go. You make a pass, it goes in it. Again, it's a great learning miniature. Take the time to build it, take the time to paint it, and you'll start enjoying it. I think one of the first things that I like about the plague is, I mean, not necessarily the fact that there are undead or living, sorry to tell, or sickling, or it's the fact that you can use multiple colors that are unusual. I mean, you're gonna put on a guy some purple, some pink, some violet, and you name it. Colors that are very unusual and kind of like steer away from the regular color skin. So it definitely makes it a fun color to paint. You can get away with painting it all green, all blue, and it will still look great, I'm pretty sure. So kudos to Mantic on this, to have developed a sculpt 5 years ago already that stand out the time, and even today I enjoy painting. So now we're moving on to the Citadel Cornbird Crimson, and we're gonna use it to identify where the skin is still raw and blood could be coming out of it. I don't think that on this miniature I'll be pushing it to the point of I will introduce some gory effect such as splash blood or God for the Blood God. We'll keep this for other videos. I used some of it already on the Plague Aberration, but my point on this mini is for you to get started and see how I decided to paint it 5 years ago, and even today continue speed painting it. Here I'm adding a little bit more of that Citadel wash. It just goes very quickly. It's a large mini. I improvised for this video a quick wet palette. You're gonna laugh, but my wet palette is just a regular Tupperware, sponge, paper towel, and parchment paper. And that's it. A little bit of ingenuity, getting stuff around the house. Maybe one day I'll just spend the cash to buy what's on the market right now. I've yet to try it. Maybe you guys can tell me if you see a real difference. I think on this one I didn't think about even bothering putting water in the container, so the paint is actually drying out quite quickly. Let me know how long your paint lasts in the wet palette. You generally keep it for days, weeks. Alright, I'm gonna let you watch the final detail on this mini. It's coming together. We're now moving on to some Spectratex White. It is a very diluted paint. It's for hairbrush. It's ready to be used, and generally you don't need to dilute it. It has a very high concentration of pigmentation. I'm using my smallest brush here because I will be painting the eyes and the teeth. Crossed my mind to maybe edit this section, just show you the end result, but I'm gonna let it go and you'll see how I work out those details right there. This is it. This is the last touch up. placing the last teeth on that monster. This plague is a beast on the field, and I'm definitely gonna use it in my strike team. Okay, right guys, we stopped the clock, 2.5 hours. We painted 3 plague 1. It was lots of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's have a look at what we got. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe to the links below so you can get notification to all future content. I hope that you have enjoyed the video. I'm Cedric, aka Boston Miniatures. You can find me on Facebook. We will see you for more next week on DeadzoneTV.